Hey, I'm Richard ZK from Rammstein, and I'd like to introduce you guys to the new RAMMFIRE by Native Instruments. Welcome. When a Native Instrument asked me to work together with him, I was in the beginning I was a little suspicious, actually, obviously, because I'm an analog guy and it took me a lot of time and effort to create my sound. But on the other hand, I realized to all do this is really, really expensive, first of all. It takes a lot of time. And when I thought about if somebody can actually capture my sound, and I would be flexible as hell. In the early days when I grew up in East Germany and when I started to make music, it was so hard to get actually some kind of equipment anyway. I think after the wall came down, maybe 3 or 4 years later, in 92, was the first time I visited the music convention in Frankfurt. But it was a closed room, Mesa Boogie, and there was this big guy standing and played this amplifier. And I was listening to him and I was like, wow. That's unreal. That's what I was looking for over years and years and years. Did I find the Holy Grail right now? I was like, wow, that's the amp. And that's how I actually started to play those rectifiers. These amp was always a part of me. Can I describe it? It's like an animal inside that you have to control, Since this day, on every record, we use this amp. When you change like a half-inch the position of your microphone, that it makes a huge difference of your sounds. You can have like so many different microphones and have so many different results, of your sounds. It's ridiculous, You can spend years. I was like ending up like walking 50 times a day to changing the position. And I was like, after a while, I was like, wow, this is not working out here. I want to make music. And I met a young guy from Berlin here. And we basically created a microphone robot. You can change the position of the mic left and right, up and down, and changing the angle. First of all, they were asking me for the amp. So that was, that's like kind of like giving away a child to someone that you don't know. I was like, I don't know about that. But those guys were actually pretty nice, and I was like, okay, listen, it means a lot to me, and try to take care of him, and they did, and then after a while we talked about, can you capture actually my whole recording situation here? Can you capture my microphone position? Can you capture my room? Can you capture my cabinet? And he said, yeah, let's do that. The first result was actually quite amazing. I was like, wow. I can actually play with the sound. I can actually track demos with the sound. I can actually put it on my PowerBook. I can bring it everywhere. I'm in a situation where I actually had to give up my studio in New York, and I moved back into an apartment situation, and you can't have a cabinet in an apartment, it's not possible. So I'm basically using the RAMMFIRE to actually track my demos, which I thought is not possible in the beginning. So I was like, wow, that could actually save me a lot of time, a lot of space if you have it like in a small box and it sounds like a big amp.